Welcome to this horror special of TRS Clips. Make sure you subscribe because the scares have just begun. What's the worst harm you've seen a spirit do on a human?
I have seen my personal experience.
Yours, or if you've seen it in someone else, crewmate.
Okay. So the damages can vary from point of views in a way, as in there can be physical damages, or there could be damages in terms of relationship or financial things.
Really?
Yeah, because see, you have to understand at the end of the day, their energies were radiating some kind of aura, right? Some kind of.
That explains my last breakup. Bro. No, but go on.
So you have, there has to be. Of course, it's not always the thing. Right now, I just hope anyone who's listening shouldn't be blaming the spirits for their financial downfall or something like that.
For the breakup?
For that breakup.
I still blame her. I told you shouldn't have done that Kala Jadoo. No, I'm kidding.
So, yeah. So, what you just bought in, actually, those things do happen. We have seen that. We have seen people getting destroyed because of that very thing. No one would like to see their financial kingdom all going to dust and everything. That is one way. Another way, what we have seen is these physical harms that they do. But one thing I'd like to make it very, very clear, there is no death involved. It can be, people, not many will be taking this with a very open mind. And the reason I say this is because the only reason that kills when it comes to paranormal activity is not the spirit, it is the fear that kills us. And it's the case for everywhere. It's the fear that triggers that response, and we take certain steps that kills us. I'll give one small example where we're investigating this case somewhere in Kolkata, I think. And I'll just keep it very brief. Why? Because there's nothing much to it. We got a call from one of our family friends that something is happening. And we got the psychics and photos we got from them. And we were like, if you psychics, please give us a reading and let us know what we can do. The psychics gave a reading that, so why the family friend called? Because from the 4th floor of their building, not an apartment, they owned the entire property. A man fell down and he cracked his skull and he died right on the road. And that's why they're worried that his spirit might be haunting or something like that. And we got the photos and everything. So the psychics, they saw that there is a spirit which was just trying to come close to the man. The man was drunk and he got scared of the spirit approaching him and he started taking steps back. He toppled and he fell and he died.
Do you think when you're drunk or stoned, you can actually see spirits?
It's a funny question, because how do we conclude that what they are seeing is not an effect of what they have put in their system?
Yeah, okay.
There's no way to conclude that.
I'm from a part of Bombay called Vadala, where we have a bunch of gardens.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those gardens is called Bhoot Garden.
Okay.
And the lore, the urban legend was that only when you smoke weed, and if you go there, you can see the ghost. So
the ghost.
I don't know how true that is. But this is the first time hearing weed and alcohol linked to this.
I know. But then that's what it is, we like I said, there's no way to conclude.
Okay.
Tomorrow you might wake up and you must be thinking like the guy who was high or something like that. Did I really say something? There's no way to conclude. So that's why, and some way or the other, it can also trigger a response that where they're seeing, because they're exposing themselves to those energies. There's no protective shield. Your own aura is gone for that particular period. And now everyone in the spiritual world can see you. Is where also leads a lot of cases where attachment happens.
Like a spirit gets attached to a person.
Yeah. It comes from a point where you are low on vibration or energy. It can be when you are depressed in your life or when you are down because of alcohol or something. My journey began when I was almost depressed when I was 15, 16, because of my fear of the unknown and paranormal. So when there's a saying that when you're depressed, you take a step back from the society. That's when the spiritual world sees you. Not the spiritual world, spiritual world, not the meditation world. Spirit's world sees you. And that's why we have a lot of people, like my partner Pooja, my partner Savio, they all have had their episodes with phases of life where they have been hit really, really low. And that's where they have come up with becoming researchers and all. Because when you go down that path, The spirits see you and they're like, okay, he's a guy who is not in contact with others. Maybe he'll be in touch with us. That's where it also leads.
What is it like from their perspective when they're looking at human beings? If someone's aura is weak in the human world because of substance abuse
Yeah.
or because of not being in the correct state of mind, when you become a low energy
Yeah.
aura, that's when you become more visible to them. That's what you're
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
And then parallelly, if you meditate a lot, if you pray a lot,
Yes.
if you have very strong belief, faith,
then too.
you become visible to them.
Yes. So in both cases, there are two different ways they are seeing you. When you are meditating and you're doing all kinds of things to empower your soul, basically, you are in control of that situation when they are there. So when they will haunt you, they know who they're messing up with. So they'll not take that extra step to harm you because they know this guy is all shielded and protected by things we cannot see. But when it's the other side, they will try and deliberately contact and make things do happen so that the person sees, okay, shit, there's something. So there are two ways to see that. For example, considering I know that you meditate and everything, if you happen to go to a haunted place, the spirit will think twice before harming you. You might sense that it is trying to do something, but it will not do anything harmful. But if some other guy who is not meditating, could be in low state of whatever XYZ reason, he could still be experiencing things, but in a very aggressive way and things, and in a way, जिसका control उसके पास नहीं है. In that way.
Okay. Like the power will be in the hands of the spirit then.
Yes. Ultimately, that is there. But that's what we teach when we take this workshop and everything, that you have to be in a place where you are in control. And not just in your life, but also in the spiritual world for that matter. Because if you're not in control, that is where the fear comes in. And of course, certain fear is required. That's your body's response to protect yourself from certain danger. But let not the fear control you. Same when it goes to substance abuse, or substance abuse is a very far-fetched thing.
Yeah. Substance usage.
Not just substance, but I'm coming to a point of smoking and drinking, particularly these two things. Let not those two things control you. Drink if you want to. Suppose there's a party and once in a month you are there with your friends, drink, it's fine. But don't let be an alcoholic. Don't be a chain smoker or something like that, where something is controlling you. So, there's a saying that nothing can possess you if you're self-possessed. So if you're already self-possessed, like the people who meditate, they're already of so much energy. We're already self-possessed, dude. What else can possess us? But for someone who has that gap within themselves, which they're filling up by using substances or alcohol, there's already a gap. The spirits know that. The demons know that. And they'll try to fill in that gap.
If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to TRS Clips and check out this horror playlist for even more videos.